The jury cast their vote for the winner. Now on Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks. Hello, I'm Andrew Chefsick Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks. It's day 84 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and Corey and Steven are the final two. In just moments, the jury will cast their votes for the winner. What will they say as they cast their votes? We'll find out shortly. But first, yesterday's roundtable overall went really well. It went really long. I wish I knew that because Rai and Corey were both from Calgary, he was going to be pro Corey. I wish he just kept the questions pro Corey and didn't not try and tear Steven down. But Steven took Rai's questions and knocked them out of the ballpark. But we're playing hockey, Steven. No, just kidding. Which reminds me of those boneheaded players that, you know, when you shoot the puck over the glass and you get the 2-minute penalty for delay of game. Sometimes it's close, like over the glass, fine. But then there's times where the puck is like shot into like orbit in like outer space, and it's like, really? How on earth did you get it that far up? But anyway, so it ended up working out. But yeah, there were times when that was a little awkward, but it all worked out, I hope. And I've learned my lesson and will make corrections next season. As a whole, I think this season, I'm going to get to that in a bit, but as a whole, I think this season had very few production errors, not to toot my own horn, but if you compare it to the past, I think I have improved, and that is a good thing. I do, every now and then, I will admit, I watch Fox News because it's like the Comedy Channel. It is good for a laugh when you need to hear just ridiculous things said by ridiculous people. And it turns out that Fox News has proven that the Mbop Alliance actually was pure evil after all. Take a look at this.
And on it went. In a moment here, it could be the rematch of the century. This century, in fact, what Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are saying about 2024. It's next.
Yep. That was not edited at all. That was an actual clip. So yeah. Don't blame the messenger. Okay, so I want to talk quickly about Steven, who did I don't know if he released it yet, but the votes are now in. He did one final 20-minute steak, or steak, I forgot what it's called. His 20-minute video. And I really enjoyed this one, even though it wasn't it wasn't funny, and that wasn't the purpose. It was more a reflection on the season. And I really, really enjoyed it. I am also I feel kind of a weird connection with Steven because he said at the beginning of the season he had one career path in mind, and he has totally changed that career path. And if you told me 85 days ago that I would have applied for a new job and surprisingly gotten it and been very happy, I would have thought you were crazy because, as I mentioned a lot in the first 3 weeks, I suffered a lot early in this season with my mental health. And I'm so fortunate that all of you this season watching and the cast helped me through it because there was a point, I believe it was week 3, where I said, I might have to shorten the season because I don't know if I can do this any longer. And everybody reached out with love and support. So thank you to all of you. I have not only gotten better, but I had the courage and the nerves to apply for a job that I honestly, when the posting went up, never in a million years thought I would get. I didn't even think I would get an interview, let alone get the job. When I got an interview, I thought, wow, that's an accomplishment. Went in for the first interview, thought I went well, got a second interview and thought, okay, still don't think I'm going to get the job, but hey, this is great experience, and really, really tried my best. And when I got the job, I was just floored. So I'm not going to reveal what it is here, but I think a lot of you already know. If you don't know and you want to ask, just PM me uh, or DM me. But yeah, I'm so, what's the word I'm looking for? Happy, elated. Yeah, and it's funny because you were all newbies, so you maybe didn't realize, but if you go back and you watch the first, not the premiere, because I filmed that way in advance, but if you watch day 2 through 30, you can tell, and I can't remember which episode I watched, but I picked out a random episode from day 2 to 30. That whole month of October, I was just feeling like garbage mentally. And you can tell from my demeanor that, especially if you look back now, especially if compared to the last month, where I've been back to firing on all cylinders and where episodes have been in terms of I guess my personality and my just my approach to it, my banter has been back to where it should be, and where I'm proud again of being the host of Big Brother Cheesecake. So yeah, and actually one of the turning points was meeting Stephen and Karen at Yorkdale, which was, I believe, October 30th, and that was around that would have been day 32, and that really was the turning point. And it was the week after that I believe that I applied for the job, and everything started going uphill from there. And like Karen and Stephen, I just thank you, and thank you all of you for your love and support. In terms of this season's ranking, it doesn't get a good ranking, and I'll explain why. You guys were a fierce cast. You guys loved each other for the most part, and you all came out with a great experience, and there were no hard feelings, and that is fantastic. The only negative is that it was a little low drama, which is fine. And, well, let me explain. So season 5 is the best season. It was all-stars. It was 100 days. It was fierce. It was intense. Yeah, the last bit sucked, but as a whole, that season was just firing on all cylinders. Season 2, just barely below it. So many wackos on season 2. Brooke, you're close with Rob. I mean, Rob, you know, like, whole bunch of nut jobs. It was just comedy the entire time. Then I was torn between 4 and 6, and 4 just narrowly beat 6 because the second half of season 4 was very unpredictable. Once Kat made the boo-boo of throwing CJ the Topaz veto in the double eviction, everything after that shifted from one side of the house to the other, and every week became unpredictable. Never would have thought Lindsay would have won HOH via an emerald that CJ played. Evicted Rai Rai on it. Never would have thought Brenda would have gone next after she basically quit, but Brazil really wanted to flush the Ruby, and she won the season, so you can't argue that was the wrong move. Kat and Curtis going after that, or Curtis then Kat, didn't expect that either. Thought CJ would be dragged to the end. She ended up going out 5th. Then, I guess Marcin going was probably the only predictable part of that. And then, never would have thought Brazil would have won the last HOH. Didn't expect that. And then I thought Lindsay would win 4-3 because I figured Rai Rai or Brenda or both would have voted for Lindsay to win, and they both voted for Brazil. So really, all of the second half of season 4 was a big question mark. Whereas season 6, once Mbop was formed and the other side was all over the place, I knew it was over, and it was just a matter of time before Mbop became the final 4. And even if they lost one along the way, I knew the other 3 would make the final 3. And I'll admit I thought Karen and Stephen would be final 2, but it doesn't surprise me that Corey won the last HOH. I mean, if Jordan Lloyd in Big Brother 11 can win the last HOH, anybody can. So yeah, then it's 4, then 6. So you are the 4th best season out of 6. They're all great seasons, so don't be upset. Then 3, and then 1 because 3 people quit, and there was a learning curve to that season. Yeah, so that's the order. 5, 2, 4, 6, 3, 1. One thing I forgot to mention with my personal growth as well, it's funny how when I look back years from now, this season will be the season where I sort of got out of my slump and got my dream job, which is really cool. Season 5's claim to fame was all stars and it was intense. Season 4 was when the pandemic first started, so we were going through this crazy part of life, and everybody was super active in season 4 because nobody had jobs except Brazil, or nobody had jobs that they had to physically be at. And at that time, working from home, I think, was easy. Not so much now, but I think at the beginning stages, in like March, April 2020, nobody really worked. Season 3, I turned 30 that season, so that was sort of coming of age for me. Season 2 was the St. Michael's College School for Demented Sex Perverts sex scandal. And that season had a lot of wacky people in it too, who talked. Rob not so much, well, Rob a little bit. Dan and Joanne talked about sex all day long in that group. Judy would have gotten along with Dan and Joanne big time. That would have been a sextacular alliance. And season 1 was the first season, so yeah, that was the claim to fame. Before we get to... I gotta get to a lot. Okay, before we get to the jury votes, we have 2 more things. 1, the Miss Congeniality Award. I was a little surprised that there were so few votes cast, but, it's late in the game, and so I guess everybody was tired, and that's okay. So we had 10 people get no votes at all. Amethyst, Amy, Judy, Kately, Rhonda, Corey, Joe, Jonah, Stephen, and Zach got 0 votes to be Miss Congeniality. Jit got 1, but he voted for himself, so grain of salt there. Hearn and Megan tied for 4th with 1 vote. Brooke came in 3rd with 3 votes. Andrew came in 2nd with 6 votes, and then, not surprisingly, with 14 votes, and I'll read out the 14, I guess I won't because I just lost it. Yep, I lost it. But Karen had 14 votes. Oh, there. Where is it? No, I don't want to vote for Karen. Why can't I? There we go. Karen got... Okay, I lost it again. Forget it. Karen, you got 14 votes. Congratulations, you are Miss Congeniality. As I said when you were evicted 2 days ago, you played a phenomenal game. Best player who's never won. This was a very, very good decision. There were a lot of good options for Miss Congeniality. I think this was the right choice. So you've won the $35 cash prize. It will not be a cash prize next season, but I have an idea. No, it's not dick pics, but I have an idea that I think will work out well. So Karen, congrats on that. $35 cash prize is yours, and you are Miss Congeniality. And this means 3 seasons in a row, Brenda, Rhonda, Karen, we have 3 women who won Miss Congeniality. Okay. Last thing before we get to the jury votes is the preview for season 7. So, at the beginning of this season, I actually considered, and I told JoJo and Lindsay, because I was in such a downward depressed spiral, and I told Kat as well, that this might be the last season. Well, no. We will be back for season 7 next year. Now, I am starting a new job, so unlike in the past, I would say exactly when the next season will be. I don't know. It could be the summer. It could be the fall. It won't be the winter or spring. It depends when the downtimes of that job are, how much time that job takes for me. It could take more, could take less. Who knows? But I will be back. Big Brother Cheesecake 7 will happen, summer or fall of 2022. And it's time to reveal that the theme or the name of the season is Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. This is the first cheesecake house that is made entirely of chocolate in a land of chocolate.
The land of chocolate. Chocolate, half price.
That's right, you will participate in all kinds of chocolatey challenges you will be playing for some chocolate prizes. And you will also have twists and turns and things that are chocolate themed. And normally, 6 seasons in a row, I have said that I hate twists and twists are unfair and that there are minimal twists. This season actually, I believe, had the least twists of all 6 seasons. I don't think a single person was evicted this season because of a twist. Amethyst is arguable because of the Ruby veto she held that a lot of people wanted flushed. But I wouldn't say she was directly evicted because of that. So this season was low on twist impact, which I like. Don't get me wrong. But next season, I have 3 twists, 2 of which are major game-changing twists that are definitely going to change the mechanics of the game. And while I won't reveal what any of the twists are specifically, all I'm going to say is that this will be the first season of Big Brother Cheesecake to have a hidden immunity idol. Ooh. Yeah. So tell your friends, tell your family. I'm aiming for a fresh cast again, but this season, returning house guests are allowed to apply, and so there may be some returning players. Yeah. Okay. Now it's time to get to the jury votes. So, jurors, a reminder, you're voting for a winner. You must cast your vote in the format I vote for blank to win Big Brother Cheesecake 6 hockey sticks, or your vote is reversed. It's now time. Jurors, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to cast your votes for the winner. This is the winner's vote. Amethyst, you are up first. Oh my gosh! It's me, Frankie! Can you believe after a month I'm back? When is Netflix gonna put up the remainder of Grace and Frankie? I need to know what happens. Does her ex-husband Saul put his wing-wang in his lover's poop chute? I need to know these things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am voting for the person I believe played the best game. Thank you, Amethyst. Caitlin, you're up next. You're lucky you're beside someone with worse jury management than you. Congratulations. Thank you, Caitlin. Andrew, you're up next. Oh, man! Oh, it's me! Oh, this season's really... it's fattened me up. Oh, can I come back for the chocolate game? Oh, man! I love me some chocolate. I've decided I'm going to play indoor. Oh, man! Oh! I've selected the person who I think played the best game overall. Thank you, Andrew. Hearn, you're up next. Finally. I've been jealous of Megan since day 8 that she's not playing this bloody game. My goodness. I'm voting for this player because in my heart I didn't think it would be fair that they put all this hard work in for the last few weeks if I didn't vote for them. Okay, thank you, Hearn. Brooke, you're up next. You're both assholes for not taking me further. And I want you to know I went online and I booked my booster shot. However, I'm voting for the person who I think went the whole 9 yards. Good luck. Love you guys. Okay, thank you, Brooke. And Rhonda, you're up next. Rhonda, you're up. Rhonda. You didn't think I wasn't going to kill her off in the Penis Ultimate episode, did you? And finally, Karen. Hi everyone, it's me, Karen, Miss Congeniality. Thank you. So excited. I am probably going to spend the money at the BTS store on BTS merch for the future. Okay, I'm voting for this person because he played the best game from start to finish. Yay! Okay, thank you, Karen, and that's it. House guests, you've done everything you can possibly do. Jurors, you have cast your votes. The only thing left to do is find out who won. So, with that said, Corey or Steven, who will win Big Brother Cheesecake 6 hockey sticks and hoist the Stanley Cup over their head and claim the $600 cash prize? I'm Andrew Shesig-Moonves, and find out tomorrow. I'm Andrew Shesig-Moonves. Take care, and we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guests. Good night.